Hey everybody, happy Tuesday morning, blessed Tuesday morning, right? Joy-filled Tuesday. We're going to find some joy today. Hope we do anyhow. You'll find it in the Lord. Psalm 65, verse 4. Blessed is the man that you choose, talking you, God. Blessed is the man that you choose and cause to approach you. We will be satisfied with the goodness of your house, of your holy temple. First, he says, blessed is the man. And I've been over this before, but this is the idea. Listen, when you're living under the blessing of God, you have a source of joy, right? You have a deep, abiding joy that is greater than just happiness that's a result of circumstances. It comes from deep inside of you. It comes from in your heart and in your spirit, and it's not dependent upon circumstances. It's dependent on the fact that God is watching over you and that the Spirit of God is in you. So this man is blessed. So this is the one who finds joy. This is the one who finds that peace. Blessed is the man that you choose. Blessed is the one that God chooses. Let me ask you this. Do you have a relationship with God? Do you know God? Let me tell you something. That's something to be joyful about, because apart from him, you can't even have a relationship with him. Apart from him, you can't even come to him. Apart from him, you can't even know him. He says, blessed is the man that you choose. I want you to know that God chose you. God chose you. Warts and all, frailties and all, habits and all, bad stuff and all. God chose you. You know what Jesus said in John chapter 15, verse 16? He says, you didn't choose me. He says, I chose you. We think that we choose Jesus. No, he chooses us. He says, I chose you. 1 Peter 2:9, Peter writes, he says, you are a chosen generation. Chosen. You're a chosen people, a royal priesthood. You're a holy nation. And then the last one he says is, you are his own special treasure. God chose you. God chose you to be his people. God chose you to be his nation. God chose you to be his children. God chose you to be his own special people. You're blessed because God chose you. Blessed is the man whom you choose and cause to approach you. God is the one who allows you to approach him. God is the one who allows you to fall down on your knees and to cry out to him when life is hard and life is dark and tragedy is struck. It is because God has chose you. It's because he calls you to approach him. He allows you to approach him. He causes you, it says here, to approach him. These people, he says, that he may dwell in your courts. He calls you to come into his presence and to be where he is, and will be satisfied with the goodness of your house, of your holy temple. There's a great peace and a great satisfaction with being able to be in the house of God. And when I say the house of God, I mean in his presence spiritually. I mean in his throne room spiritually. And because he chose us, and because he causes us to approach him, that's exactly the privilege that he gives to us, to come and to be where he is, to dwell in his courts, as this verse says. That's where we're going to find satisfaction. That's where we're going to find peace. That's where we're going to find joy. Let me tell you something. If you have a relationship with God through his son, Jesus Christ, you need to count that as a great source of joy and rejoicing today. Because blessed is the man that God chooses and causes to approach him, that he may dwell in his courts, and that you will be satisfied with all the goodness of his house, of his holy temple. God bless you guys. Get out there in faith today.